Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am so excited for this video because I'm going to be doing my first Ulta haul of 2019. I recently placed an Ulta order and I purchased some makeup and I used 2,000 Ulta points. Well, actually I think I used like 2,300 or something to cover the full purchase, and I made an order that was kind of outside of my low buy rules because I didn't end up paying for it. Basically, it was free because I used points, and I've been waiting all year and kind of like watching things and like, maybe I could use my points for this or that. And it came to the point where there was something I really genuinely wanted. So I built my cart and I went back and forth, and I just really focused on wanting to make wise purchases and things that I'd wanted for a really long time and what brought me the most joy. I actually have made a few Ulta orders this year. I bought some skincare from Patchology when there was a really good deal. I recently bought some hair care from Pacifica. And then I bought 2 different Makeup Revolution palettes using points last month, I believe it was. So I've made a few orders here and there, but this is my first Ulta haul video and like just purchasing makeup and more than one thing at a time. So I'm just super excited, and I hope you guys will be excited about what I picked out and seeing it in my content and everything because it all looked so good. Plus they had a like $10 off $40 drugstore coupon, and then there was like 2 different free gifts, so it was good. So actually I was just thinking about it, and I've done a few hauls over the course of my low buy, but it's always kind of a mixture of like a few things that I picked up and a bunch of PR because of my low buy rules. It's not quite the balance that it used to be. And so it's kind of fun to do a video and just talk about all things that I personally picked out for myself. So first off is a palette from Essence, and this is the Never Give Up Your Daydream eyeshadow palette, which looks beautiful. Like, I think the packaging is actually pretty nice. This retails for like $10, and I didn't even realize it was going to be this big. Like, it's like the size of your hand. I thought it was going to be, I don't know, I imagined the actual eyeshadows to be smaller. I'm just going to pull off this little tab here. This looks like a dream of an eyeshadow palette. You can see the little colors there, and it is like basically a little like, it's like a highlighter palette of all these different duochrome light beautiful shades. So I just thought that this would be a magical inner corner palette, but I think you could honestly probably, depending on your skin tone, you could probably use a lot of these as highlighter shades as well, and the pans are actually big enough like I would have no problem fitting a highlighter brush in there. So I'm not actually going to swatch these right now just because I want to do a full first impression video on it, and I don't know, I just want to really go in, and I'm hoping that the quality will be good. Or should I swatch them right now? Who cares? Who cares if I do a first impression later? I can swatch it. It's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and here, I'll do Silver Linings. Ooh, okay, so that's like a really pretty white with like the ultraviolet-y type of shift to it. We can do Pistachio because I really like pistachios, and that looks to be a really pretty green. And then here we'll do Dreamy, the bluey shade. Okay, so those look promising. They've got a nice little shift to them. I'm curious, maybe I'll end up liking them more as face highlighters than inner corner highlighters. I might have to like use setting spray to get them as intense as I like. But overall, super excited about that palette. Just, I don't know, I thought it was really interesting and so affordable, and also, you know, for everyone who has Ulta, or I think Essence has like their own website as well. I just think like, I don't know, $10 for this just seemed like such a steal. So I'm really excited. All right, so next I purchased 2 different products from e.l.f. and the first is the 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I was really curious about this just because I've heard amazing comparisons and that it was so good, and people said it was like Tarte Shape Tape, so I just wanted to try it, and the lightest shade actually was $1 cheaper than the other shades. I have no idea why that was, but I felt like extra incentive to purchase it. I went back and forth on the color a little bit because some pictures that they looked really dark, and some pictures they looked really like stark white. So I don't know, this is the shade Fair Rose, and it looks like it's actually going to be really good for me, like a good color. So I'm excited. I think that this might have been like their second expansion of shades. I don't think it was like original because it's only available online, but I went back and forth because I really wanted to try a new concealer, and there was literally 5 concealers in my cart. I wanted to try the Milani one, but I decided against it just because I saw some color comparisons and I thought it might be a little bit too dark. I really wanted to try the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate line, but then I was kind of seeing mixed reviews, or the more positive reviews were from oily skin. So I thought I didn't want to get like sucked into the hype of the new and to try something just for the fact of it being new. I decided to kind of keep my cart more to trying things that I'd wanted for a really long time and that I heard really, really good reviews on. So I'm really excited about it. And I mean, it's just a concealer. I have so many concealers in my collection that I'm like at the bottom of, but then I remember that I have some backup concealers, so maybe I'll like give one to my mom and feel a little bit better. But I'm excited to try this new one. I really want to do like a full face of first impressions with this kind of box because it's kind of, I mean, I don't have a full face, but I have a little bit of each category. So the other thing I grabbed from e.l.f. is the new Dew Primer. It's their Jelly Pop line, which I think this is limited edition, so I hope I don't get too attached to it. But my friend Lily, she was talking about this. She purchased it recently, and she really, really loves it, and I was like, you know what, fine. Like, I make her buy things all the time, so this was a Lily made me buy it kind of a thing. So I was excited, and let me see, I'm just going to pull it out really quick because I'm curious if it has like any type of smell to it. Oh, okay, it has like that really sticky stuff. That's like on like mail stuff. Okay. Boogers. It has a pump, which is really nice. Okay, just did a little bit. I was just curious about the smell. Oh my gosh, okay. That's like way thicker than I thought it was going to be. So there's what it looks like. It definitely has a nice little glow to it. It has a very slight, I think it's called Juicy Fruit, that kind of candy scent to it, but it's not too bad. It's not like overwhelming, and it's just like, I'm really trying to smell it. It's not overwhelming by any means. Hopefully it doesn't make me break out because that's like the story of my life. But overall, I'm really, really excited to try it. I think the packaging is really nice, and I love a dewy primer. Like, why not? A dew primer. I'm ready. I'm about it. I say I do. Next is a foundation, and I was kind of torn because I was like, I really want to try a new foundation, and there were a few different ones on my mind. Like I said, the Makeup Revolution one, and then also the new Anastasia Luminous foundation. But again, it was kind of like, maybe I should wait longer and see if people really love it. And I was like looking at different, I think there was like a foundation thing on Ulta, and it kind of gives you the options to choose like your foundation coverage and your foundation finish, and then it'll give you some recommendations. So I did that, and they recommended for me the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick, and it was like, oh yes, I really, really wanted to try that. I for some reason it wasn't on the top of my mind, probably just because like this is the first thing I've ever bought from Bare Minerals, but I remember hearing people talk about this and saying it was so good and that it was so creamy, and I love stick foundations. I was making a joke the other day that I could do a stick foundation battle, but the problem is that it would be a 1-minute video because I would be like, I love them all. But I don't know, there's something, I've tried so many stick foundations, like the ColourPop one I really love, the Makeup Revolution one I love. Is that it? No, I really love the Ulta one as well. Let me look at my drawer here. Yeah, I love the Ulta Moisturizing Foundation Stick, is really good. And then I've been trying to use the Makeup Forever one that I have because it's super old. But that one I don't love as much. I mean, it's still a good foundation, but it's more expensive and it's not cruelty free. So anyways, this is what it looks like, and here's the color. I think it's going to be okay for me. I think it'll be okay. I actually saw Hannah Louise Posson talk about this, and the color was, oh gosh, okay, that's pretty pink. The color looked okay for her, and we seem to have similar skin tones, like wear similar shades. So I don't know, that's blending out a little bit deeper than I would want it to. But even if it's not perfect, I have other lighter stick foundations, and I feel like stick foundation is like the easiest foundation to mix because you just do little stripes and it's all good. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I heard good things about this, so I don't know. I'm very curious to see how it'll end up comparing to the other ones that I really love, just because the price point is definitely a little bit different. This is a high-end foundation. I think it was like $30. All right, so next I picked out the Anastasia eye primer. I grabbed the mini size just because I've seen so many people raving about this, but also saying that it will take forever to get through and you only need a little bit. So I figured the mini was a good bet to just try it out and see if I like it. And the cost per ounce wasn't that different, so I figured, you know, if I fell in love, I could see maybe buying the full size one day, but the mini should be good enough for now. I've also seen people saying that it like explodes at the top, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that little tiny bit off the top. Oh yeah, I can see that it's already coming out more. Okay, I also saw can you tell I watched a lot of reviews? I saw people saying that this was like a really, really light shade. So, I mean, I guess, where do I want to swatch this? I'll just swatch it like right here. I like lighter primers, and I feel like sometimes it can be hard to find a primer that's like lighter than my skin tone that kind of shears out and it's not too much and it's just like the perfect shade, because I feel like there's a lot of like mid-tone highlighters and they're just a little bit darker, so they look kind of funny when I blend the, or not highlighters, sorry. I feel like there's a lot of mid-tone kind of eyeshadow primers and they look a little funny when you blend them up to your brow and when they're darker than your like face. So I don't know, I think that color, I mean, it's just a tiny bit lighter than my skin tone. It almost blends perfectly in, so I think it'll be nice. And yeah, I'm really intrigued to try it and see if I like it, because I've been on like this hunt for like the best eye primer. Alrighty, so next, this is like the only like super random item. This is the LA Girl Glide On Pencil in the shade Limelight. So basically, like I said, there was a $10 off $40 drugstore coupon code, and I was like 50 cents away, so I wanted to find something just to get the $10 off. And I was like looking through the clearance section, which I try not to do. I try not to buy things just because they're on sale, but I only needed like the tiniest amount. And these LA Girl liners, a lot of them were on sale for $3, and this one was on sale for 97 cents. And I actually do like them. I have like a blue one here, which is the same kind of, it's the same product but a different color. So I thought 97 cents, it's a green liner. Actually, maybe I won't open it right now just because I want it to like hold its freshness for a little bit longer. And I have a green liner that I'm really enjoying, but I wear colored liner almost every single day, so I thought 97 cents, like that's fine. So next, okay, I also grabbed the Essence Make Me Brow eyebrow gel, and I got the shade Soft Brownie Brows. So I grabbed this because Essence was buy one get one half off, so I ended up paying like $1 something for this. And I used to have the lightest shade, and it was just, I don't know, it was a little bit really cool toned, so I thought maybe this one, I don't know, I'm going to do a little swatchy. I'm going to do a little swatch here. I mean, I don't think that looks super warm, but I've just been really wanting a product like this for a really quick, easy brows, just to add a little bit of color, but be able to do it in like 10 seconds. So I thought I would try this. I really wanted to try the Anastasia Dip Brow gel thing in the shade Caramel, but I just thought I would rather pay $1.50 than $18. So I thought I'd give this one a try because I remember liking the formula, but I wanted the color to be a little bit different, and they only have 3 colors, unfortunately. So if this doesn't work out for me, I could just like pass it on to my sister because she's a brunette, so maybe she'll like that. But it was just, like I said, it was $1.50. All right, next is something that I actually already own, but I really wanted to replace. So this is the NYX Glitter Primer. Just looks like this, and I think it was actually on sale. Like, it's normally like $7, and I got it for like $4 or something. It was just a coincidence because I wanted to purchase this either way. Oh gosh, I can't open this right now. I need scissors. Basically, what happened is that I own this product, but I never really used it for a long time because I didn't see a point. I don't know why I didn't use it. I didn't see what a wonderful, beautiful gem of a product that it is, so I didn't reach for it. And now recently, in the last few months, I've been reaching for mine like crazy. I love it so much. It's so good. And you can see it's still really full. but it's super old. Like, it's like, I bought this before my son was born, so it's at least 3 years old. And because it's something I'm putting on my eyes and it's a cream product, I just really, really wanted to replace it. So here's a little new version versus the old. Packaging is just slightly different, but I'm going to go ahead and put the new one out and put the old into my empties to mention maybe. I don't know. It's not really an empty. It's just a product that I wanted to be more on the safe side, and because it is so affordable, I figured I would go ahead and replace it because I've been using it pretty much every day. Like, I've got it on my eye today, on my inner corner, holding a beautiful shadow in. So, all right, next. This is kind of a fail. So I did a shop my stash for this month actually, and I've been like pulling out all the brown lipsticks that I had, and I've been wearing brown lipstick more, brown lip liner and whatnot. And the reason why is because of Hannah Louise Poston. I wanted to kind of get that brown lipstick look, and she talks about the shade NYX London all the time and how it's like this really interesting brown. And unfortunately, when I swatched all my brown lipsticks, I kind of noticed, I felt like there was a little bit of a gap, and I saw a room in my life for London, even though that's what I was trying to talk myself out of. So it's like, yes, I have some brown lippies. I felt when I swatched all the brown lipsticky type shades that I had out, that it was either I had really like deep mid-tone browns, and I have even deeper ones that I didn't mention, but I had like really, really mid-tone, or the super light ones that I had pulled very, very pink, or they just weren't kind of what I thought they would be. So I ended up grabbing NYX London lip liner and lipstick, or it's the soft matte lip cream, which I had a red in this formula forever ago and I remember liking it, so I'm definitely willing to give it another chance just because it was so affordable. I had a $10 off 40, and it, like I said, I kind of went back and forth on this because I'm like, no more lip products. I don't need any more lip products, but I just think the shade is so beautiful. It's affordable, and it was all with my Ulta points anyways, so it was all free, and it was just a shade that I really had my eye on. So let me just take a moment and pull off all of this packaging, and then I'll swatch it out, and we'll see, because I think it's beautiful. I looked up so many different swatches online, and it looks like such a beautiful brownie nude. Also, I should mention that there's been plenty of other lipsticks that I've been tempted to buy because of Hannah, but most of them are not cruelty free, so that kind of saves me from the temptation of the other ones. But this one, I don't know, it just looked so pretty. All right, so there is London. Oh gosh. Yeah, I genuinely, looking at this, I feel like I don't have a color like this. It's such an interesting shade. I mean, it's kind of a mid-tone, but it's got, actually, it might remind me just a little bit of like a Kylie Cosmetics Dulce K, but this has a little bit more brown to it. It kind of looks like the Kylie Jenner lip. I thought it was just a touch lighter, but looks really pretty. So, alrighty, so there is the lip liner, which basically matches it perfectly. So I'm definitely excited to try that out and wear that combination. And that seems like something I'll get a lot of use out of going into fall. And then one of the items I'm going to be talking about next, I was waiting for a certain day for it to go live, and just so happened that same morning they had like a free skincare gift or something with purchase. So I don't really know what's in here. There's something from Boscia, a cactus water moisturizer. Actually, I really wanted to try that one. There's something from Mammoth, a petal spot oil, which I'm pretty sure they're not cruelty free. Something from Shiseido. I'm not really sure what's all in here. All I know is it was a free gift and it applied to my cart. So I'll figure out something to do with that. Also, NYX had like a free gift with purchase if you spent $15. And I think that this little bag, oh, it's a keychain. Why is that the cutest thing ever? I think this is so perfect, actually. Oh, it comes with, what is this? Oh, there's a mascara in here. On the Rise. I've never tried a mascara from NYX, so I guess that's cool, but I just thought like this bag was so adorable. Alright, so next I got another concealer, And like I said, I had 5 originally. I got it down to 2, but this is a concealer I've wanted to try for so long. This is the Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and it is from Too Faced, and I grabbed the shade Cloud, which this was actually from their like extension, because I felt the original lightest shade, I think it was Swan, would have been too dark for me, so I wanted to definitely grab Cloud. Also, this is a gigantic concealer, and it's literally the size of a foundation. It has, what does it have? It has 0.5 ounces in here, so it's half the size of a foundation as far as fluid ounces go. But I just hear people say all the time that this is like super hydrating, and it's way bigger than most other concealers, so the price for per ounce is a lot lower than like some drugstore ones. Like, what is this? This is 0.2 ounces, so this one's not super bad, but it was, actually this isn't a great comparison. This was like $5, and I would have to pay like $12 in order to get the same amount of product in this as this. But there are other ones like the original Makeup Revolution one, which, for example, I have this one from Ulta, which I think was maybe like $8, and it says it's 0.08 ounces. So in order to get this to be the same amount of product as Too Faced, I would have to times it by like 6, which would make it a pretty expensive concealer, and definitely more than Too Faced. So I think, you know, that's an interesting comparison, especially for if you wear concealer every single day and you're always using it and going through it. So this says you can conceal, contour, highlight, retouch, but I just plan on concealing. Has a nice gigantic wand. Just smells like makeup. Doesn't smell like anything crazy. So there's a little swatch. It definitely looks like it'll be brightening. Let me just blend it out and see. So there's what it looks like. So I think it'll be a nice bright concealer, but it blends out really beautifully. Like completely covered my hand. It looks full coverage. You can't see any of my veins right there. So definitely really so excited. This was one of the products I was the most excited about to try, and it kind of came down to the e.l.f. one I thought I would try because it's so affordable. But if I was to purchase any concealer, this was the one I was the most wanting to try. All right, so last but certainly not least, the product I was waiting to make this order from, and the reason why I decided to go ahead and redeem my Ulta points, is the Jackie Aina palette. I just thought that this is so beautiful. Like, the packaging is stunning, even just on the outer box. It's like snakeskin feeling almost, but the actual packaging, I don't want to swatch anything right now because I haven't taken any Instagram pictures. Ooh, I just swatched the Essence one. I forgot. I haven't taken Instagram pictures of these. But here's what the packaging looks like, and it's so beautiful. It has really cool texture on it. It feels kind of soft. So here is the color scheme, and it is so beautiful in person. I love the different matte shades in here. I feel like you could do the most beautiful pinky purple look, or you could do a really beautiful warm neutral look. I think it's fun that they finally started including some duochromes in their palettes. And I don't know, I just think overall I like everything in here. The only shade I could do without is Lituation, because I don't really go for like cool tone, silvery, grungy shades. But it almost looks like it has a little bit of a purple hint to it, so maybe I'll end up changing my mind. But overall, I think it's beautiful. This one shade right here is called Ginger, and it looks like the most beautiful warm crease shade. And I don't know why I have some type of personal attachment to it, just because obviously I'm a ginger. But I just think overall it's really beautiful. Trust Issues is supposed to be a really beautiful white to gold duochrome. I don't know, something about this color scheme, even though it's a little random, it's a little bit like there's like some neutrals, there's some colors, there's some cool tones, there's some warm tones. It's such a mixture, but it just captured my heart, so I think it's really pretty. I love that there's like the Dawalas and Sponsored. They're both kind of like a little bit of a pop of green, so I think that's really fun. And the packaging is also beautiful. So I was just excited about it, and I thought, why not? So I'm gonna try and like do a bunch of videos with this ASAP. Like I said, I'm gonna do like a first impression of all this, and then I was thinking of doing a week of ABH Jackie Aina palette if you guys would like to see that, just because I'm really inspired, and I don't know, this was fun. So I don't think I went too crazy. It was just, you know, I think maybe like less than 10 items, but I it was just, it kind of made me remember like why I'm on a low buy, and like yes, part of it was, you know, saving money and everything, but also I feel like when you don't buy things as often, then it makes it more special. And because I haven't made an Ulta order, when I finally like checked out, it was like, yes, I'm so excited, I can't wait for this to come. And when I was like tracking the delivery and like when it got here, it was all just like so exciting. Whereas before, I feel like I was making so many Ulta orders that it was like, oh yeah, I made another Ulta order, oh yeah, I made another Ulta order, like who cares, like oh, another Ulta order came in. It just felt so casual, whereas this felt special, and I really like to have that special feeling. I think that's one of the fun things with makeup, and it's kind of hard to hold on to a little bit whenever you start receiving PR, and it's like, oh, I know I have a box of unused things and I need to like get on it, but I want to remember to keep what I'm purchasing for myself and the gifts that I give to myself, and like this order, even though it was essentially free, that I want it to be special. I want it to be a thing. I don't want it to just be like nothing and like, oh, okay, I got an Ulta order. Like I want it to be a thing. Alright, so that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.